The manager loved saying, nobody here is irreplaceable. One afternoon, the only employee who knew how to run the company's payroll system resigned after giving proper notice. During his final 2 weeks, he repeatedly offered to train someone else and document every step of the processes. Each time, the manager waved him off. "It can wait," he said. "You are not as indispensable as you think." On his last day, the employee handed in his laptop, wished everyone well, and walked out. 3 days later, payday arrived. No direct deposits went through. No paychecks were issued. The payroll software required security credentials that only the former employee had been authorized to use, along with the years of undocumented procedures no one else understood. Within an hour, the manager was calling him non-stop. When he finally answered, the manager demanded that he come back immediately to fix the problem. The former employee calmly replied, "I am no longer employed there." The manager insisted that helping was the right thing to do. He answered, "I offered to train someone while I was still on the payroll. You said it could wait." After a long silence, he added, "Looks like we just found an exception." The company ended up hiring him back as an independent consultant at several times his previous hourly rate just to process payroll and train his replacement. From that day on, the manager never used the phrase, "Nobody is irreplaceable" again. So the tweet I just read sounds chaotic to me, yeah, very, very. So basically, the man actually offered that he trained someone before he left. It was ignored. And when he left with his knowledge. I can't live somewhere and drop my knowledge there. He left with his knowledge, actually. And that is what is called a single point of failure. It is when only one person gets to handle a critical system and there is no one to back him up. There's no one available to serve as a backup for something like that, which should not be in an organization. And for the manager that was saying nobody was irreplaceable, yes, it is only true when critical processes are actually documented and when there is a course training for at least one person to serve as a backup for things that you know can actually shut down the business when the person handling it is no longer available. That is when somebody being irreplaceable is true. But when you don't have the necessary documentation for critical processes, you're not training any other person to serve as a backup or something. When an emergency comes up and the person needs to leave work, who fits in? Organizations should not wait until when someone is having their exit interview before they now begin to put some necessary things in place. It will cost them a lot, and it costed this particular manager because he had to pay that particular employee. He had to pay him to always come to render a service and also train somebody. According to the tweets, they had to pay him several times the old rate he was being paid, which now came at a cost, and the cost was now more expensive. So now I need you to share your thoughts too. Do you think the employee was just being smart, or the company was actually paying for their negligence? I'd like to get your view in the comment section. Thank you.